How you going, fellow Star Wars fans? Red Leader 1 here, and welcome to another Star Wars YouTube video. Well, this is the first official Star Wars video for 2016. Hopefully everyone had a great Christmas and New Year's. And what I thought, we'll kick it off with a discussion video about the new Star Destroyer in The Force Awakens. Big fan of the Star Destroyer, and I was kind of hoping we see something new, and we did. And what we did, I was quite impressed with. Huge fan of Star Destroyers, and I'll tell you what, this was quite an impressive ship. So what we'll do, we'll have a bit of a chat about it, and if you want to drop some comments down below, that'd be good, and we can start a bit of a discussion about what we've seen, and hopefully we will see in the next lot of movies. Now, this ship here was the Finalizer, which we've seen in the movie. It was the powerful flagship used by General Hux and Kylo Ren. The Finalizer is the first of the new Resurgent-class Star Destroyers, whose size and firepower clearly violate the treaties between the New Republic and the First Order, governing capital ships. So after the civil war between the Empire and the New Republic, there was a treaty signed, Concordance Treaty, I think they call it, and it was signed and blah 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 at the end of the war about you can't build these types of ships and stuff like that. But obviously the First Order have gone, bugger yous, we'll do whatever we want, which I guess they could probably do since they were in the unknown regions of space. I don't think the New Republic actually knew these ships were actually being built, but the Resistance did. They heard rumours, or there were sightings of this type of ship, and they knew they were out there. I'm not sure if they actually they've seen one themselves, but going by Poe Dameron when he was actually taken to the Finalizer, you can actually kind of see him like looking around, quite astonished at what he was seeing. He was taking it all in, so probably getting as much intel as he can and passing that on to the Resistance. So very, 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 very impressive ship. So what I'll do is I'll kind of compare it with the Star Destroyer, the Imperial Star Destroyer. Now the length of a Star Destroyer, the Imperial version from the Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi era, was its length was 1,600 meters, so it's about 1.6 k's long. Now the Finalizer, or the Resurgent-class Star Destroyer, is actually double the size of an Imperial Star Destroyer, and the size of this is 2,915 meters long, so roughly about 2.9 k's long. So it's double the size, not as big as a Super Star Destroyer, but tell you what, it's quite impressive. I'll just read on. The Finalizers have weapons are augmented by 2 wings of starfighters. Now I try to find out how many fighters are in a fighter wing, right? So the new Resurgent-class Star Destroyer has 2 fighter wings, but what I found out that the Imperial-class Star Destroyer has 1 fighter wing that consists of 72 fighters, and that is 6 squadrons. Now, out of those 6 squadrons, there is 5 squadrons of TIE fighters and 1 squadron of TIE bombers. So that 72 fighters is quite a few ships on an Imperial Star Destroyer. Now the Finalizer, or the Resurgent-class Star Destroyer, has 2 fighter wings. Now, so that consists to up to 144 fighters. That's not including the transports and other ships they have, but 144 starships or starfighters, which I kind of assume it would be 12 squadrons. Now, we don't know if the First Order have got TIE bombers, so I'm kind of assuming they would have 10 squadrons of the upgraded version of the TIE fighter and 2 squadrons of the new Special Forces 2-seater TIE fighter. So 144 starfighters is quite impressive. So as I said, 2 fighter wings. It's got 100 assault craft and a full legion of stormtroopers trained since birth for loyalty for the First Order. Many in the New Republic dismissed sightings of these ships as typical Resistance fear-mongering, but Lee Organa knows that the Resurgent class is all too real, and her operatives track reports of these starships, or warships, as I would say. So like I mentioned, the crew on there is 19,000 officers, 55,000 enlisted, and 8,000 plus stormtroopers. So It's got lots and lots and lots. The weapons has more than 3,000 turbo lasers and ion cannons. It's a fair whack. Lots of defensive weapons on this. All spread out amongst the starship. Heavily built up around the main bridge area, the main control area, to try and protect it. What else we know, which we actually did see in the movie, is it has missile defense systems, which can target any small moving starfighters, which is quite impressive. Never seen that on a Star Destroyer before. We actually got to see that in action when it shot down Poe and Finn escaping in the two-seater Special Forces TIE Fighter, which is quite impressive. So that's a close-in defense system for the starship itself. But we also found out that the main weapons or the main guns on the Star Destroyer are actually powered by the, I hope I'm pronouncing this right, the Kyber focusing crystals. So that's the same crystals that the Death Star main weapon was operated from. So not as big as the Death Star, obviously, the weapon, but its main guns are operated by this Kyber crystal, which makes it pretty lethal. So I can just imagine that'll just smash through other capital ships' defences or shields. So very dangerous ship, this one. Now, it's kind of saying that not all the Resurgent-class Star Destroyers actually have the Kyber crystals operating in them. It's more for the elite First Order guys, so I guess General Hux's flagship will operate it, and whoever. But it's got here, the rumours abound that they are delivered to secret weapons labs, forbidden to all but the First Order's utmost ranks. So, yeah, this is a quite powerful ship, and hopefully we get to see it in action in Episode 8. What we also know is that the main bridge, what I'll read here, while its size evokes the command ships of the Empire, their finalised design recalls those of the Republic-era capital ships from the Clone Wars. Her dorsal flight deck, side hangars, and prominent keel are similar to the elements of the Venator-class Star Destroyer, reflecting on renewed appreciation among the First Order tacticians for capital ships' roles as carriers. The Finalizer can launch her full complement of starfighters, assault ships, much more quickly than her predecessors in the Imperial Navy could. Other Imperial-era design flaws have also been rectified. The need for the better protected command bridge, which increased redundancy in command and control systems, was a hard lesson learned from the loss of some Star Destroyers in the Battle of Endor and one in Empire Strikes Back. So what they've done is you have the bridge point, the main control area, where has actually been lowered down a fair bit, more into the ship itself. That's the main bridge. But they've also built a secondary emergency bridge. That takes control if the main command bridge is put out of action. So at least it's got a backup system to keep their ship in fighting order or in control so they don't lose it, which we've seen in the movies. The ship is fully armed. It's absolutely, they've built that much armor plating around it, so it's a pretty protective ship. But I could go on ages about what this is, but we're obviously going to run out of time. But hopefully I haven't missed nothing here. So we've talked about the weapons, talked about the crew, the starfighters, the armament, the change of the bridge. Yeah, it's a quite impressive ship, so I can't wait to hopefully see more of this in action. So, yeah, so that's about it, guys. That's all I can tell you at the moment until more information comes to light on this beautiful ship. If you want to drop a comment down below, let me know what you think about it. Hit the like button if you enjoy this video. If you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching. As always, I'm Red Leader 1, and may the Force be with you.